Hello, Facebook family. It's me again, Brandy. To God be the glory. I got up another day. I am breathing again. By God's grace, thank you. I was compelled to give you a message today, and I can't believe I'm already awake. It's not even midnight yet. I went to sleep and I had a dream that I yelled at my daughter and that I practically shunned her. I left the room and shut the door and told her that I would never talk to her again because she doesn't listen. And then I woke up out of my dream, sat up in my bed in a daze, and I said that I will never treat my daughter like that. I will never shun her, and I will never yell at her. I will never belittle her, and I will never intentionally make her cry. Children are gifts from God. They help this world grow from generation to generation by God's grace and mercy. Children are a reflection of you. What you instill in your children's minds, bodies, souls, spirit, way of life is who they become growing up. I'll say that again. Children, what you instill in children's minds, bodies, souls, way of life is what they become growing up. So if you grew up in a household where you was abused physically, mentally, emotionally, if you experienced substance abuse, if you've seen a family member drinking, doing drugs, that becomes a reflection of who your child becomes. If your child is in a toxic environment, then most likely your child growing up is going to be toxic, and he or she are going to run a toxic household. There are ways that you can raise your child and teach your child without having to beat them or shun them or talk down to them or disrespect for them or yell at them. Children are a gift from God. God is our creator. Children are born in this world innocent. They didn't ask to be here. Children were born in this world without knowing anything. So guess what? You are in control of what you teach your child. You are in control of what you are teaching your child. If you are in a Christian household and you are doing God's will and you are keeping up house, rearing your children, caring for your husband, doing everything a Christian biblically and rightfully is supposed to do, then guess what? Your child is going to follow suit. Your child is going to follow suit. And she or he, they are going to follow in your footsteps because that is what you have taught your child to do. I have witnessed verbal abuse. I have witnessed alcoholism. I have witnessed physical abuse. I have witnessed idle threats. I have witnessed drug abuse. I have witnessed adultery. Not only happened to other friends and family members, but it happened to me. Growing up, haven't I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I cannot justify for the mistakes that I made, and I'm not going to try to justify the mistakes that I have made. A lot of mistakes that I made because I was trying to get attention. I was trying to find love. I was trying to make my life whole by having a typical household. The typical mother, father, child, lasting marriage household. But the problem with me was that I just chose the wrong mate to be with. My heart was in the right place. My intentions was in the right place. But the other party's intentions and heart was not in the right place, which caused a toxic marriage, a toxic relationship, a toxic life for my child, which caused him to experience trauma, self-doubt, self-hate, depression, rebellion. I say him because I'm talking about my son. The only thing that my daughter ever experienced as far as trauma is witnessing her father relapsing, stealing, running the streets, staying gone all hours of the night, cheating. She was age 3 at the time. Today, I'm a good place. I am in a good place in my life. Today, I'm in a good place in my life. I am a good friend. I am a mother of 2. My son has grown up. He's 26 years old now, to be a handsome young man who is still trying to find himself. And I know that he will find himself because he's very intelligent. My daughter wants to be an actress. She is taking drama and theater classes and singing groups at school. She just got a part in the play in a musical for Little Shop of Horrors that will be taking place, I believe, is in May. And I'm so proud of her. And she's making good grades. She's beautiful. She's more conscious of her appearance. She surrounds herself with positive friends. She seems happy. She seems content with me. Do you know why that is? It's because I try to be the best mother that I can be. I tell my kids all the time that you can do anything that you put your mind into doing. And you do not give up until you achieve your goals, achieve your dreams. I feed them positive affirmations. I set an example in my household. I keep my house clean. I cook. And when I cook, they're in the kitchen with me learning how to cook. When I clean, they are going through the house learning how to clean. When I go to church, they are going to church with me. Maybe not all the time, because they don't understand the importance of who God is yet. A lot of people say that you have to force your children to go to church with you. Yes, I will have them go to church with me. But if they're not ready to get baptized, I wait to find out when they are ready to become baptized. They have to have it in their hearts to want to be baptized and to want to know God and to want to know the Bible and want to learn how to love God. That is what's wrong with children today. Children become rebellious because they are forced to do things that they don't want to do. When you are forced to do things that you don't want to do, that's when they act out. I'm not going to go into detail, but I remember one incident where my child got in trouble with a boy. But that's only because I wasn't home enough. I wasn't there for her enough. I wasn't there to talk to her, to teach her, to hug her, to spend time with her. Because when I was working at my other job before this one, I was working double shifts. So I was barely at home. Some days I would go home. I would not go home. Some days I would clock into work at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. And I don't get off of work until about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So she doesn't see me. The only person that she was seeing is her brother, my son. And he's practically a child himself. He's trying to find himself. He doesn't know who he is yet. He doesn't know how to raise a child. So it is not his responsibility to raise my child, his sister. It's my responsibility. So as much as I love that job and I love the money that I was making and that I was stable and was able to pay my bills and then some, I had to step back and look at my life, look at myself, and look at my daughter and realize that she is not fully to blame because I wasn't there. So then is when God blessed me with this job with Phoenix Family Health Center. I'm able to go in at 7:30 in the morning and get off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I have more time to spend with my daughter, to raise my daughter, to talk to my daughter, to be there for my daughter when she needs me. And I have not had a problem with her ever since. And I'm so, so proud of her. You are a reflection of what your child becomes growing up. You don't have to hit your child in order to get your point across. You don't have to belittle your child, call your child out of her name or his name. That is not how you raise a child. A child learns according to what you instill in that child. A child is innocent and doesn't know. So the question is, what is going on in your household or anyone's household to where your child is acting out the way he or she is? And it may not be a negative environment. Is your child being obedient? Is your child staying out of trouble? Is your child doing what he or she is supposed to do? Is your child following in their dreams? That's the question. Are you living in a Christian home? Are you following in God's law? Are you praying? Are you meditating? Are you keeping your house clean? Are you cooking them a healthy meal? Are you raising them? Are you teaching them morals and values and self-worth, self-respect? Are you teaching your children how to respect others? Are you teaching your children how to help others? Are you teaching your children not to bully others? What are you teaching your child? Because what you do in your life is a reflection of what your child is going to grow up to be. What are you doing about the toxic situations in your life? Because if you're in a toxic situation and you're trying to get out of that toxic situation, there is nothing wrong with going out to seek help. Go seek a counselor. Go to rehabilitation if you need to. Talk to a friend or family member who has been there and who is not going through that trauma anymore. How did they overcome it? There's nothing wrong with asking for help. I will never, ever ever talk down to my children. I know my self-worth today. I know their self-worth, their worth today. God is guiding me today. God is showing me the way. God is instilled within me. What God is instructing me to do, I should follow suit. Love your children. Love yourself. Honor your mother and father. Love your family no matter what. Do not fight. Do not argue. If you find yourself in a toxic environment, walk away before it gets too bad, before it gets worse. Because whether you realize it or not, your children are watching everything that you do. And guess what? Whatever your child is witnessing, it's a reflection on them. So as they grow up, guess what? They are going to live according to what they witnessed growing up. I love you guys. I'm going to try to get some more sleep. But the Holy Spirit, God, moved me to share this video with you. Again, I love you guys, my gods and goddesses. Remember, if you need anything, I'm here. You can email me at bibb, Brandee, BRANDEE 987 at gmail.com. Those who know me personally or who are close to me can call me if you need anything. If you see something in the Mary Kay catalog, or if you have questions about any products, you can contact me. You know my contact information. I am here for you. I love you. And I'm going to try to get some sleep because I got to go to work in a few hours. Bye.